Yo guys, welcome back to another Stronger Than Godly series. So today, based on my cosmetic, I think you guys know which unit I'm covering today. My glorious king. So if you don't know what this series is, it's just basically I cover units that are, I believe, stronger than godly units or equal to them. Alright, so with that, let us get straight into the first comparison, which is the DPS test. Alright, so today I'll be comparing my glorious king Asta to the dark godly in the game, which is the best, Sung Jin Woo. Yes sir. So if I place Sung Jin Woo down, this is him on placement. So this is his DPS over here, 2.87 million, and he has hemorrhage, which does 4 million. So if you take 2.87 plus 4 million, that's around 7 million. And if you divide it by 3 SPA, he has a DPS of around like what, 2.5 on placement, which is, yeah, pretty insane. And if you max him out, boom, yeah, Sung Jin Woo is kind of insane. He gains 4 more summons, and yeah, he gains a new effect, which is mutilate, which is just insane. Okay, just read it, bro. He's crazy. And he also has a lot of passives. But I want to talk about this passive over here. What makes, I think, Sung Jin Woo one of the best units in the game is because of this unit here, Shadow Extraction. When you kill an enemy, there's a 50% chance of reviving an enemy HP with 150% of his HP, which is very broken, as you can see over here. So when you kill a unit with like 1 trillion HP, it can literally spawn as a unit for you. It does 1.5 trillion. So yeah, this unit is very broken because it is passive, and obviously his DPS is pretty insane. Obviously, I'm not gonna calculate the DPS of the units here myself because I think it'll be kind of inaccurate. So I'm gonna just show you guys the ALS DPS chart over here real quick. Alright, so we're in the DPS chart here. I don't know why it didn't load, but if you just search up Sun Woo, which is Sung Jin Woo, as you can see, Sung Jin Woo only appears in this DPS list at number 26. So what this means is this is Sung Jin Woo at his best. Alright, with glitched and mystical, Sung Jin Woo has a DPS of around 201 million with his passive and all. Okay, with glitched and glorious, Sung Jin Woo is the 47th most highest DPS units in the game right now, with 174 million DPS. So yeah, he's pretty good, you know. But I think his DPS could be more because of this passive here. This passive can make his DPS like skyrocket, but it's cool. Alright, so now let us place my glorious king Asta down. Boom. So this is Asta on placement. He has 5.3 million damage, and he does 3-second SPA. So with glitched and glorious, his DPS is around, you know, around 1.7 million or something on placement, which is, yeah, not as good as Sung Jin Woo on placement, but it's okay because his abilities, you know, make him have more and more, you know, DPS. So as you can see, like when he reaches 10 rage, he has hemorrhage, and when you max him out, he gains this ability, which I will get into later. Anyways, let's see how Asta is in the DPS chart. Yeah, so if you're in the DPS chart here, and then you search up Asuta, and as you can see, yeah, Asta appears at 62. But if you just keep on scrolling up, you know, if you keep on scrolling up, okay, up, and boom. Yes, bro. So if you're wondering if the image will actually load, this is glitch and mystical Asta is number 1 DPS in the game. Asta appears on this list at number 1 currently. While if you go to Sung Jin Woo, he appears at 26. Okay, so glitch and glorious Asta is number 4 highest DPS unit in the game currently, which is actually straight up insane. Okay, and by the way, this DPS here is not even his final DPS. Because you know why? When Asta's on his final upgrade, you gain this ability, and this ability can give you 2 permanent random status effects. So if you get lucky, so if I click on it right here, boom, yeah, and you get lucky like me, you get effects that give you more damage, like Scorched here. It makes his DPS scale up even more, bro. But man, do you see this? For context, bro, Asta, this guy literally took me around an hour and 30 minutes to get, while Sung Jin Woo took me 2 whole days, bro. 2 whole days. Alright, 2 whole days to get, and Asta is just somehow, you know, the best DPS in the game right now. I don't, why is this a thing, bro? So yeah, I think with this, you can see that, yeah, Asta is probably better than most godlies, if not all godlies, other than probably Gilgamesh in terms of DPS, bro. So yeah, now you can see how broken Asta is in terms of DPS. Let's see how he performs, you know, with all these DPS, because you might think, you know, he has a lot of DPS, but you know, he kind of no, bro. Alright, so with that, we move on to the solo test. Alright, so for the solo test to see if these units can solo the stage, I'm going to be conducting it in the Grill Rush game mode. Yes, sir. I'm conducting it here because I believe like most of the enemies are like of the light element and they're both dark units, so they will perform their best in this stage. Yo, yeah. First up, my glorious king, Sung Jin Woo. Yo, nice for the stage. So wave 1, of course, place my queen. Oh, she down. And yeah, I'm gonna be skipping most of the stage because I think y'all see me do the stage enough, bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip the parts where I get the card selection thingy, like over here. There we go. I chose this one here because it's the best one. And yeah, I'm gonna try getting like the same cards for both runs, of course, you know. And yeah, although I don't have glitched on my Sung Jin Woo, I think it is fair because ASTA took me like 1/40th to get, okay? So yeah, speed it up again, and this next set of cards should appear. Bam! Here we go. We got a pretty huge one here, 15% SPA. Nice. Speed that up again. This is the next set of cards. I got, yeah, this one here because this is the one that gives the most damage. So yeah, speed it up again. So yeah, guys, sorry for the lack of uploads, you know, because I just been chilling, bro, lately. So anyways, next set of cards. This is a pretty big one, 100% damage. And yeah, I think I got some pretty good cards for this run, I believe. And I think sooner or later we should be at the final stage. Yup, wave 50, the boss with 1 trillion HP has spawned. And as you guys can see, he's doing like not bad damage, bro. And again, bro, to not waste your time, I'm just gonna be speeding up this clip even more, cause like you see me do this stage like 4 times, bro, in the past like 3 videos. I'm sorry, but yeah. Anyways, as you can see, Sung Jin Woo is still pretty good, honestly. Although he's not as good as my glorious king Ichigo, of course. He's still doing his job, even though I think he's like slightly outdated. They've been buffing like the bad godlies to be like insanely broken, but like now the good godlies are starting to like become the bad godlies, bro. It's crazy to say, but like I think Sung Jin Woo is like no longer top 1. He's like top 6 or 5 godly, bro. I think MUI and Ichigo, which got reworked, is probably better than Sung Jin Woo currently, which is crazy. Alright, but anyways, yeah, Sung Jin Woo does his job still, as you can see, doing a lot of damage, and sooner or later I think we should finish it pretty easily. So and yup, there we go. And yeah, it took Sung Jin Woo around 5 minutes. As you can see, there's 2 minutes left on the timer before the boss got killed. Now we move on to our king, ASTA. Alright guys, so with ASTA, I'm just gonna skip ahead most of it because I don't think I want to see me do this again. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed up until we reach the boss. I'll just show some clips of me getting the cards. So yeah, I try to get the cards as similar as I could to Sung Jin Woo. And yeah, let's just see you at the boss stage, bro. Alright guys, so yeah, we're in the last wave here, and as you can see, the boss has spawned and ASTA is actually just destroying the boss, okay? I hope for the cards I chose the same ones I did for Sung Jin Woo, you know, for a fair comparison. But even if, you know, I didn't, just look at how quickly ASTA is destroying this guy, bro. It's crazy to me that this guy is the ultimate unit. He's not a godly, bro. And he's honestly one of the easiest like units to evolve like right now, if I'm being completely honest. And it's only been like what, 2 minutes, and just look at the boss health, bro. It's at 300 billion already, bro. If I'm not wrong, he's gonna do the ball attack soon here. Yep. And I believe after we clear this thingy, he should be close to being dead. Yeah, just look at how quickly his health is getting shredded, bro. What the? Yo! And boom, there we go. We did it. And if I'm not wrong, the timer I saw before it ended, it was around 3 minutes. It only took him around 3 minutes, while for Sung Jin-woo it took 5 minutes, bro. Damn. So yeah, the verdict of this video is that honestly, bro, I don't know if godly units are worth getting anymore, bro, because the ultimate units can just power creep them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace. Pouring up a red cup of